Hi guys, so I am back. Oh, my bird is gonna start with another journal, and this one took me forever. Oh my god, my bird is gonna start. I'm sorry about that. This one is I think this has got to be the biggest journal I've made. I pulled all the stops on this one, so I will give you a little pan around. Let me see if I could back this up. So this one is using Seneca Pond Crafts on Etsy's digi kit called Timeless Victorian, and let me just make sure that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that is what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So as you can see, I have used one of the images. It's one of the ephemeras. What I did, I cut it up. I glossy accented the inside, like the glass part, and I mounted it on chipboard to, you know, simulate, so you can see it's like dimensional, to simulate a window frame. And then I had these felt branches, and I just put them across, and I fussy cut these little birds. I can't remember where these came from. And I had these little flowers, and I just put them there as if they were going, you know, out, you know, through the window or outside the window. And then I have some pearl trim here. I made a little fence down here with popsicle sticks, and then I have some flowers and some fibers, a little butterfly that I made dimensional, and I ran some pearls, and I glossy accented the bird. And these birds are also glossy accented, so they're very dimensional as well. I stitched around the page, and then I had this pretty little, it's part of a handkerchief, and I just put that underneath. And this book is very different. It's got a round spine. I used Nick the Booksmith technique because it has a hollow spine. I'll show you that in a moment. And then for the spine, I just have a sari silk bow, a very long tassel, so you can trim it more if you want to. I made this, and then I ran some pearls. Have a little lock and key dangling here, and then I have this trim here, and for the back I have the trim as well, and stitched around here, and I have the same handkerchief on the back. And it's very chunky, it's very big, it's got 3 signatures sewn in. I created the book cover itself, and I'm going to, and it's got a seam binding closure, and I'm going to show you what I mean about the hollow spine. It's got all these little wonderful little fluffies. So as you can see, when you open the book, I'll open this up. You see that? So the book lies very flat. So it makes it very easy for journaling, and that's what that hollow spine allows you to do. I really like that. So the tassel has all kinds of lace and fibers and pearls. And then I have some lace and cheesecloth. It's been very reinforced with all kinds of layers of fabric, cheesecloth, cardstock, and then your lace. So very well constructed. And then of course the metal corners. So we'll get right into it, and you can see it's very big and chunky. So let's get into it, because if not, we'll be here forever. So you open it up and you have a pocket, and I've shrunk some of the pages to make tags from Seneca Pond. And this is a tag, this is an ephemera piece from Seneca Pond, and I mounted it on chipboard and glossy accented the edges. You can put a title here or your name, however you want to. And it has a nice pocket there, and it's got the this book belongs to, which I always do. And then I have some ephemera here, stitched on coffee dyed paper. I have a little envelope here with some crochet trim, little tag there that goes inside the little envelope. This is a flip up. Lots of layering here with lace and cheesecloth and fibers. I did some, every so often I did, you know, lace, but it's mainly fibers, and I'll show you why. So it really doesn't have a lot of lace on the pages, although it looks like it. But beautiful pages. Let me move this a little. There. Butterfly. And this is part of the ephemera pack. It's like these little frames. I put some trim down here, and what I did was I made a little window. This has acetate inside that I glued. You can easily journal, or I made a little tag. You can journal there, put a photo, journal in the back, and then slip your photo right in, and your photo is protected with the little acetate, because it has acetate, as you can see the glare. And you can journal about what the picture is here, or place another photo. This here is water, you know, that watercolor paper that you can watercolor, and I put it on very, very old paper, and I gessoed the back so you can also journal in the back, and I stitched around that, and that just goes tucked in there. Another believe in yourself with lots of layering here. Flip up, or flip down I should say. This is a glassine bag. I pulled out some of my die cuts, and lots of layers, lots of trim. Another little envelope here with a tag and laces. And in the glassine bag I have a fern letter, which you can open up and write. And I left it open so you can also put something in the back of the glassine bag. Beautiful papers. And then this is my, you can see the shimmer on my paper. This is some poetry, vintage poetry book that I have, and I just tore the edges and distressed it. And then this is from another kit that she has, and it's the graph paper. I'll have the link to this kit in the description box below. I can't remember what it's called, but it's beautiful. It's graph. Look at the images. And I just printed it double-sided. Very beautiful. This is a little envelope. You can put something in it. Beautiful. Tracing paper. This is a lace side pocket. I'm going to try to go a little faster. And this is her calling cards from the kit, and I just put some trim and fibers. And I just made, that's more of her calling cards. And then it has a little envelope. And this one I just distressed the back. This one flips out for more journaling. This is the middle of that signature. Put a doily. Punched out the middle of that. I made a hinge out of lace. This is part of her kit with the cute little tag that goes into this coin envelope. And I stitched around that as well. This is another frame, and I've also done the same thing with the acetate. And it has your card in there. You can place a photo. There's 4 in here. I'm not going to pull all of them out. You already get the idea of what I've done, because I'll be here forever. And I got 2 more journals to share. I put some of this beautiful trim there. Tracing paper. I made a magnetic envelope. It has nothing in it, but you can certainly put something in it. And then I have some of this trim, which is, I love it, very long magnet. Another one of her images. Look at that paper, beautiful rose. Another envelope, the other side. You can put something in there. And this is that graph paper that I was telling you about. Notes. This is a library pocket that I made, and it has a little glassine bag in here. It doesn't have anything in it. You could put something in there. Another die cut with a little bow and some trim and some lace down here with some fibers. And then I just have another calling card of hers and another little oh my gosh, you know what I mean. This is a pocket, and I just put something in there. You know, some of this fun fiber, so long, I love it. And you can journal there. And that just goes right back in there. Another pocket here, and I shrunk one of her pages, and I just used it as a card. This is a little coin envelope, and I just put it there with a clip that has some fibers. And another, I printed some of her images on fabric. It's like muslin fabric, and I stitched it on this booklet. Has I sandwiched some lace in there, and this is some trim, and made a little mini journal. And this, like I said, this is printed on fabric. Another little envelope, flip, a lot of layers there. Another card, beautiful pages. This is a postcard, and I just blew it up to make a page. Another page of her graph paper. Beautiful with the bunnies. Another envelope. This is another one of those gessoed and watercolor pages. And this says beautiful. It's a flip down on music sheet. This is another piece of her ephemera, and I just glossy accented, so it's nice and raised. It looks like a medallion. This is a pocket. I had to stop putting stuff in because it was getting a little too chunky. Another envelope. This is an envelope and I just made a hinge out of lace. And I have a little ephemera in here. So that has been stitched in with a lace hinge. And another ephemera piece. This I seen Crafty Irina do, and it's got some pearls, and I used it as a pocket, and it has some lace, but I magnetized it. So you open it up like this, and I put some tags in there, and then I put some little tiny tags in here, and a little envelope that has a little piece of coffee dyed paper, and that closes with a magnet. Another of her little coin envelopes that I've put on this half sheet with a lace hinge. And this is another glassine bag, and I have some fabric and lace, music sheet, doily, fibers, another little envelope, and this holds a fern letter, and also it is open in the back, so you can put some more things back there. The other side of the envelope, more graph paper. Graph paper here as well. I'll be sure to link the kit for that graph paper in the description box below, along with my Etsy shop, because this is going to be up for sale. Another photo window with a little tag in there. You can journal or place a photo there. This is a flip out. So lots of places for... Oh, and I forgot to mention, I just totally bypassed that. This is another, each one of the library cards have a pull out. So I don't know if I got to that. Oh, here it is. So this is another pull out, which is a flip out. One more fun fibers there. So that goes in there. And this is more with a little glassine envelope here, die cut lace. Another pocket. This is a bingo card I altered, and I just put some lace and more of that handkerchief, some flowers and some bling, and an ephemera piece, and that goes into that pocket, lace pocket there. Another magnetic envelope. This had nothing in it, but you can certainly put something in there. More fun fiber. Another little envelope, coin envelope with a card on a lace hinge. Look how pretty. And this is another coin envelope that I just put onto this clip. Another one of these library cards with another flip out. And if you don't want all the bulk, you can certainly take some stuff out. But I like it like that. I mean, it's kind of bulky, but it's still very usable. It's got a lot of journaling, you know, areas. This is another beautiful little page. More places to write. Look at the page, I love it. another window, and you can see how you can just pull this out. Fun fibers there. This is more of her graph. This is a pocket, and it just holds that tag. And I just used lace for a pull tab and a little mini envelope here with a little tiny bow. Another one of the glassine bags with another little envelope and another fern letter. And again, lots of textures here. More tracing paper. Beautiful doily page from her kit. Another one of those watercolor paper with gesso. Dream. Flip down. Another envelope. And then the back, I have another little flip out with another fabric image here from her collection. And I just stamped some lines in gold and stitched all around it. And then I made a double pocket here that holds some of her cards. And I just used, it's a tight fit, I guess. Some of her calling cards in there. And it says lovely with this little collage here. And then beautiful image that I just blew up. And that goes in that pocket. So that is this very chunky journal. It's beautiful. That is the spine. So this is for sale on my Etsy, and although it is chunky, it opens up pretty nice. See? And it is because of that hollow spine. So this is going to be up for sale. I'm going to be coming back with another flip through. And then next week I'm coming back with some gardening journals. A lot of people have been requesting those, so I'm going to get busy making some of those. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video.